Now we are playing. It's indoor recess, and I want to play. What do you want to play?
Jenga.
I'm gonna beat you because I'm the best at Jenga.
We'll see.
Hey, what are you guys playing?
Jenga.
Can I play? No. We already started, and there's no room for you.
Uh-oh, what's the problem here? Raise your hand. Boy in the white shirt.
She's not letting her play.
Yeah,
But she's letting her play.
good. That's called excluding someone, right? When they come over to join a game and you say, no, you can't play with us. How does that make Susie feel?
Sad.
Yeah.
I thought it was boy.
She feels sad, right? So, let's talk about that. What's a choice that Susie has? What could she do? Let's see. The girl in the blue shirt in the back.
She could tell a teacher, or she could stand up for herself.
Well, remember, these are small problems that you can handle yourself. If somebody says you can't play, we want you to try something yourself first. So look at your card. What is something what she could do to stand up for herself? In the yellow shirt.
Go to another game.
She could go to another game. That's a good choice. Should we see what that looks like? Let's see what that looks like.
We're playing Jenga, but you can't play. Well, I'd rather go play Connect 4 over there anyway. So goodbye. Hey, is Connect 4 cooler than Jenga?
I don't know.
What else? What else might she do? That was good. Was that better? Yeah. All right, what else could she do?
Talk it out.
Talk it out. Let's see what that would look like. Playing Jenga, but there's no room for you, so go away. Well, we all have a right to play the same games because we're in school. So why don't I watch you have this round and I'll play the winners?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
That was a good strategy, right?
Yes.
She didn't interrupt their game, but she's going to have a turn when they're done.
You're my friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're my friend, you're gonna do something for me that's really funny. Ready?
What?
Okay. You see Susie over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Go over to Susie and tell her her hair is ugly!
I don't want to. I'll get in trouble.
But we're friends!
No, but you don't want to.
If you don't do it, we're not friends anymore. What's the problem here? What's the problem? In the back, yep.
She doesn't want to do it because she doesn't want to get in trouble, but I would rather not be friends with her.
Yeah, what do you think she should do? Should she keep her friendship and do something mean to somebody because they're good friends? How many people think, raise your hand if you think she should do it because she's a good friend. Oh, good.
Good for you.
Good. So everybody agrees then she should not go do it. So what is she going to do? What is she going to tell them? Go ahead. Okay. No, behind you.
That Butch wanted to tell her that her hair is ugly, but I didn't want to because you're my good friend.
Okay, so you think the girls should get together and she should tell the friend, she should tell them. Okay, that's one good idea.
What do you think?
I don't think she should tell her that because then it's gonna make her upset and then tell on him.
That's another thought too.
That's good thinking. All right, so we're thinking good about this.
So we agree she shouldn't do it. We agree maybe she could.
What do you think? What should she do?
I think she should not do it because if she does it, then she'll get in trouble what he told her to do.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
That's a good point. All right, so what is she gonna say? Let's look at our choices. What do you think she should say?
No, because why would she do that? So
Yep.
mean.
All right.
Right?
So you're my friend, so you'll do it.
No.
You do it, or else I'm gonna break your arm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. just said that he's going to break her arm? Do you think that this is still a small problem?
No.
No. Do you think he's really going to break her arm?
No.
You know what? I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Those are using your words in a very hurtful way, and you cannot do that. You know what that's called when you say you're going to hurt somebody like that? Do you know what it's called?
Threatening.
It's called making a threat. He's being threatening. Do you know in the real world, if somebody did that to me, what I would do? I would call the police, because that's against the law. You're not allowed to use words to threaten somebody else. So here at school, as soon as that would ever happen, you know that, is it a small problem?
Nope.
What do you do when you have a big problem? Look at the bottom of the sheets, and let's say together, what do you do?
If you have, you see on the bottom where it says, if you have a big problem.
Tell an adult you trust. Don't handle this by yourself anymore. She should immediately go and talk to an adult and say, Butch said something very, very scary to me. He said he was going to hurt me. And then an adult will start to take care of it from there. Or the worst thing that can happen, and I think you know exactly what's going to happen now, what you should do now. You do it, or else, you know what? Oh, what happened?
What do you do, everyone?
What did he
Everyone,
do?
what
What
did
did
he
he
do?
do?
Tell an adult.
Yeah,
What did Butch do?
He hit her.
He hit her.
Nobody is allowed to kick you, trip you, pinch you, poke you, slap you, punch you, touch you in any way like that, ever. Is that a big problem?
Yes.
What do you do if you have a big problem?
Tell an adult.
Everybody, what do you do?
Tell an adult.
Good.
All right, now, one last thing I want to tell you. How do you think Lucy here might be feeling? Does it ever happen when somebody does something very, very interesting? What happens? Do a little bit of science right now, because inside of your body there are these little pockets that hold liquid. They're called glands, and when you get into this kind of a situation, there's a gland that actually releases a fluid called adrenaline into your blood. It's left over from when we were in the jungles and we might be eaten by a lion, and we would need an extra burst of energy, either maybe to run away or to fight. And right now, she's got that adrenaline in her body. Do you know what I'm talking about? You felt that before, right?
Yes.
Where all of a sudden you're like, ah! And what might she do that's going to be another bad decision? What might she do? Now, I have a question for you. Who is in more trouble? Now, this is a trick question, so think carefully about this, because it's a trick question. Who do you think is in more trouble?
What do you think?
Oh, okay.
Her because she did it back.
What else? Any other
You want
thoughts?
to do?
What do you think?
Well, since they both did it, they're both gonna be in big trouble.
That's actually right. Because they both now he's the one who said you call her a name. He's the one that said I'm going to break your arm. He's the one that hit first. But as soon as she hit back, they both broke the most serious rule of no hitting. So they're both in trouble. Doesn't sound fair, does it? Because he was so much worse. But there is no hitting for any reason ever. So you're right. They're both in trouble.
So boys and girls, even though you might feel really mad, try to give yourself hug your hands into your own body, and you can even walk off mad, and go tell an adult. But try really hard to keep your hands to yourself, because if you hit the friend back, as Mr. Griffith said, you're both in trouble. Okay, take your fingers, make them small like this. If you have a small problem, someone calls you a name, someone tells you to do the wrong thing, someone tries to make the rules that's not in charge, or someone excludes you, you can solve this problem yourself by trying some of the choices that are on that sheet that we talked about today. Saying stop, walking away, ignoring them. Except, now here's an exception to that rule. Let's say you come to school one day and a friend tells you you can't play. That's one little problem. Then the next day, that same friend calls you a name. There's another little problem. Then the next day you come to school and that friend tells you that he's in charge and he's making the rules, or she's in charge and she's making the rules. Now look, is the problem little anymore?
It's like all those little problems are adding up into a bigger problem.
You see that? So then, if you're having the same problem with the same person over and over again and you're trying choices, do you think it's okay then to talk to a grown-up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay? If it's just one time, you can do it yourself. But if it's over and over and over again, then it's okay to tell a teacher or a grown-up. Okay, now make your hands big. If you have a big problem, someone threatens to hurt you, or they actually do hurt you with their hands or feet, what do you do right away? Tell me. Everybody.
Tell.
Good. I could tell you were all doing good listening,
Yeah.
good thinking today, because you had a lot of good ideas in your minds of what you could do if you have a problem. So I want to see you trying that if something happens.
Wow, give yourselves a round of applause. That was great.